What anime characters do you think are INTPs? Make sure to leave your suggestions down in the comment section. Hello everyone, welcome back to my MBTI videos. Today I'll be talking about 4 INTPs that are in anime. This video will contain huge spoilers for all 4 of these series. So let's start off with Lane Iwakara from Serial Experiments Lane. Now, what I think Lane Iwakara, I think she is someone who has gone through the INTP's hero's journey where she uses technology and creativity, blending those in order to save humanity from the rules that are holding them back. And she did this by becoming a god. And I think that Lane Iwakara is someone who is an INTP because she gets obsessed with Wired so much that she forgets about the real world, which is a sign of the INTP having their SI as their tertiary function. Common thing for an INTP is someone who has trouble expressing their emotions, and this is very true for the case of Lane Iwakara. It is very apparent that she cares about her friend Irisu, but she doesn't really know how to show this type of affection to her. She instead kind of blocks her emotions and kind of just focuses on the Wired because it's quite obvious she has a purpose there, and if an INTP has found their purpose somewhere, well, of course they're going to invest all their time in that and neglect other factors. And this happens for an INTP because they get so obsessed with things because they have that SC down at their 8th function. The second character that I wanted to talk about today is Nauta from Fully Cooley. I think Nauta is someone who really wants to rationalize the whole world. This is apparent because INTPs have introverted thinking as their dominant function. So it's very obvious for an INTP wanting to kind of rationalize their surroundings and wants to make sense of things. And Nauta really does by building these kind of like frameworks of about how adults work and expecting them to be these like rational people, and that's why he appears very mature and nonchalant because he wants to be like this like very rational person. But we end up realizing is that adults are actually very irrational people like children, and that this is something that he can't really do anything about, and that he shouldn't really force himself to become an adult. It's just more of a process that will uh, come from him very naturally. This is what I like to call the big epiphany or the scary epiphany for an INTP. Because INTPs want to kind of rationalize everything, they have to realize that humans are people who have irrational motives, and that everything in life, even though something might appear to be very rational, it stems from a irrational uh, motive. It is also very apparent that Nauta is lacking in emotional intelligence. And during the whole show, as he gathers around all these experiences from an NE, by the end, when he has this epiphany, uh, his emotional intelligence has grown so much that he can express his feelings and use FE in a way that's healthy. And an example of this in the show is the last episode when he uh, finally confesses to Haruko. He finally realized that that he felt this way the whole time, but he just didn't want to express this because he had this mindset of, "Oh, I'm going to be so mature and nonchalant." The third anime character that I wanted to talk about is Oshinomeme from the Monogatari series. Now, Oshinomemi is quite a silver-tongued and harsh person, and he doesn't accept emotional reasons for things. He only wants you to have a reason that is very logical. So, for example, in the first season, Bakemonogatari, Oshino tells Senju that she's acting as a victim because of something very traumatic happening to her. And even though this might appear very rude to um, most of the types, for the INTP, they don't really want that emotional reason. They want you to have this logical reason uh, instead, because INTPs have TI as their dominant function. Also, the second reason is that he tells Camber that she is responsible for the devil's arm uh, attacking her, because Camber got attacked by it because she was jealous of Sanjugahara falling in love with Araragi. As you can see, Oshinomemi didn't accept Camber's reason for her being attacked. Now, also, what really makes him, in my a INTP, is by the end where he kind of just leaves Araragi. He does this because INTPs, as you might have realized by now, have sometimes trouble communicating their emotions to others because they have, FE as their inferior function. So even though INTPs really care about you and want you to feel safe and not be put in any danger, they don't really know how to communicate that to you. So instead, they do something like temporarily leaving you in order for you to find yourself, which is why he did. He used TI to because he realized that Araragi needed to help himself, because that was his his saying that, oh, I can't help you, you have to just help yourself. That was actually not Araragi saying, that was from originally from Meme Oshino. So as you can see, he had this like very like logical reason, but he didn't really tell Aragi because he felt like Aragi kind of had to know that himself. So this might appear very awkward and shocking to Aragi, which it did. But in the INTP's mind, this was just for the better. The fourth character I want to talk about today is Van Holmheim from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, INTPs prioritize logical reasoning above all else, but this might come into the cost of them ignoring socially accepted things. So, in the case of Van Holmheim, he leaves his family in order to pursue this journey. Now, for his kids, the Elric brothers, this appears as very shocking. What actually is happening is that he has to go on this journey because uh, he had this person who really hurt him deep inside, and he is planning to seek vengeance upon that person for not only hurting himself but also hurting others. Now, this might appear as very selfish, but that's not actually the case. This is more or less that Hohenheim wants to go on this journey to destroy this person, might actually end up hurting his own children. He has really trouble communicating this message clearly to his children, but he has to go on this journey because he has to, seek vengeance and use TI and NE to, first of all, learn about this father person, but also to, explore the world so he can finally bring him down. So these were four sample INTPs that I've seen in anime. Now, I know these weren't all of them. Of course, these were just INTPs that I seen from series that I've watched, not just all INTPs in anime. But I will make more videos about INTPs and anime in the future. This was just for four INTPs that I was very certain about were INTPs. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will continue making uh, these kinds of MBTI videos. I think they were like super fun to make. Um, Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.